The central bank digital currency CBDC is an example of a publicly issued digital dollar. It would be backed and regulated by the Federal Reserve, and it would have the full support of the United States government. This has the potential to serve as an alternative to the several means of payment that are now in use. It offers a number of benefits, including quick payment settlement, the ability to facilitate international transactions, and the promotion of broader financial inclusion. There are over 130 countries that have begun looking into the prospect of developing their very own digital currencies, which would be endorsed by their own governments. The United States is still a long way behind due to the fact that there is a growing body of clear knowledge regarding the characteristics of digital currency. China-Russia test initiatives have already been started by Saudi Arabia and India, and a digital Euro pilot program may begin as early as 2028. Through the use of these phrases, which originate from the Congress, the United States Congress has made it quite obvious that XRP is sanctioned in the United States. You shouldn't limit your use of this to simply banks and other financial institutions. In what ways is it significant that XRP is receiving support on a global scale? Notably by the Federal Reserve of the United States for use in transactions that take place both domestically and internationally? The Congress of the United States is conscientious about the global shift. Countries like Brazil and India are examples. China, along with a number of other nations, is collaborating with the XRP ledger in order to develop digital currencies that are issued by their respective central banks. In order to ensure that they do not fall behind in this progression, the United States of America is working along with Ripple's, and you can probably guess which companies they are supporting. Ripple, you are absolutely right in saying that. The BRICS nations, which include Russia, India, Brazil, and China, are cooperating with one another. The United States of America is moving in a direction that is comparable to that of China and South Africa, which have implemented a digital money system for central banks. Please allow me to show a video that examines conversations regarding CBDCs that have taken place between Ripple and the Federal Reserve of the United States of America as far back as 2015. This historical context illustrates the collaborative effort that Ripple and the rest of US put in behind the scenes in January of 2015. Despite the fact that Ripple and the SEC found themselves in open conflicts, this cooperation was a clear indication that Ripple was likely to prevail in the case brought by the SEC. Recall the Fed's presentation that Ripple gave. Despite the fact that the Federal Reserve did not specifically mention Ripple and its official release of the Now payment system in 2015, additional investigation reveals hints that the Fed may have discussed the possibility of forming a partnership with a blockchain company that could enable effective payments with transaction times of only 3 to 5 seconds. Since the beginning of his 10-year involvement in the SEC's action against Ripple, Gary Gensler had frequently brought up the idea that the Federal Reserve of the United States could make use of Ripple. When asked about the Federal Reserve's potential to incorporate Ripple and XRP into its payment system, Gensler expressed his confidence in the matter. Moving forward in time to the present day, Riverbank, a well-known Ripple payment partner that utilizes the FedNet payment system, now incorporates the net system as an official component. This is the case when both local and international transactions are conducted through Riverbank. Now let's break this down. Riverbank, a payment facilitator, is dependent on the fast and excurrent systems of Ripplenet. Both of these systems leverage XRP and its ledger to provide on-demand liquidity. Riverbank is not just any bank, it is dependent on Ripplenet. The fact that Riverbank has incorporated itself into the FedNet makes it very evident that Ripplenet, which is both speedy and current and is dependent on XRP, will assume a significant role in the future. In light of this, it can be deduced that the FedNet payment system is in an advantageous position to capitalize on the liquidity of XRP. Due to the fact that there are requirements for international trade, we can anticipate that the value of XRP will increase as the number of applications and use cases for it continues to expand. I recommend that you spike and hold XRP if you are watching this, because it is more than simply a hint to the potential of cryptocurrencies. The news that XRP is being implemented into mainstream financial institutions is positive for investors. This is because it signifies more than just a nod to blockchain technology. As traditional banking systems become more aware of how efficient they are, it also demonstrates how the global financial environment is undergoing a transformation. There are blockchain technologies that are both speedy and inexpensive. Furthermore, Gary Gensler's endorsement and the steps that have followed from organizations such as Riverbank are just the beginning. As more financial institutions begin to recognize and utilize the value of XRP and related technologies, this is just the beginning. I have some really exciting news to share with you. To show my appreciation for my audience, I am giving away XRP. All you need to do to enter is follow these 3 simple steps. A high five is in order for this video. You can activate notifications by pressing the subscribe button, and then you can disseminate them. Video streaming through the use of your network. I'll be making sure that these protocols are adhered to by checking them out. Wishing everyone the best of luck in selecting our lucky winner, who will be disclosed after we hit 60,000 subscribers. We wish everyone the best of luck. Milestone brings out the topic's significance and the growing value of the subject matter. We have previously talked about the interest that the Federal Reserve of the United States has in it, as well as our general tendency to adopt it, but it is not just restricted to the United States. In this way, the potential of XRP is being realized. For a more in-depth look at how XRP is being incorporated into the digital currency project of the United Nations and the digital currency of the European Union, see our specialized videos on each of these topics. Countries such as the European Union and the United Nations are also utilizing digital currencies. Currently, the Euro project is looking into the various possibilities it has. Restate the primary argument that we have. The United States of America is not only evaluating XRP as a potential CBDC, but one of the topics that we discussed in a previous video, but they are also eager to use it for efficient cross-border transactions which go beyond CBDCs and encompass both domestic and international transactions. Let's analyze what this means because it shows a change in the value of XRP, which is related to financial operations. There is little doubt that the intrinsic value of the Federal Reserve of the United States will be impacted in the future as the adoption of XRP continues to rise, particularly among key financial actors. When a digital asset like XRP is connected to broad financial networks, the utility of the asset as a whole ultimately plays a significant part in deciding the value of the asset. In addition to the immediate benefits it offers in terms of transactional incentives, it also helps to build reputation and trust during the long term. The global financial landscape is undergoing rapid transformation, with digital transactions becoming the norm and cryptocurrencies, particularly ones with demonstrated utility like XRP, becoming increasingly prevalent. This is becoming increasingly significant as a result of the demand for SWIFT's low-cost international money transactions. It is possible that the endorsement of major economies and financial institutions might serve as a trigger to put XRP in a category all by itself among investors and customers. In light of the fact that XRP is presently garnering endorsements and integrations that indicate a bright future, this is a significant moment for the trajectory of the company. Nevertheless, it is essential to stay abreast of the most recent trends, just as it is with any other type of investing. Maintain an awareness of the changes, and make decisions. Following thorough consideration, is there a possibility that the price of XRP may reach $10,000? We are going to go into this topic in a moment, but before we do, it is essential to emphasize that multinational organizations, particularly those in North America, are showing an increasing amount of interest in cryptocurrencies. One of the questions that has been going around in the cryptocurrency community is this one. Considering the expansion of the Bitcoin ecosystem, and the fact that digital currencies are currently accessible in more than 130 countries. Due to the fact that XRP is frequently acknowledged as a leader in the industry, the estimated value of the property might range anywhere from $10,000 to an amazing $35,000, according to projections. Taking into consideration the possibility of its participation in the global CBDC central bank, this is very prevalent. In the process of countries moving towards adopting digital currencies, what are the components that make up their operation? It was brought to the attention of the managing director of VHILL Capital that if XRP achieves widespread acceptance as the median currency for international transactions, it is possible that it will eventually become a medium of exchange that is recognized everywhere. Would suggest that the XRP would be the principal intermediary for a significant quantity of wealth that is distributed around the world. Ledger, despite the fact that there is a substantial supply of XRP, the enormous demand for XRP has the potential to drive its value higher, putting it somewhere in the range of $10,000 to $35,000. These forecasts and pricing are being keenly monitored by analysts as well as fans. Note that the material contained in these movies is presented exclusively for your entertainment. Please keep this in mind.